several Cinderellas. When Mrs. Price told her students were going to read Cinderella, they all groaned, saying that they already knew that story. Mrs. Price said that certainly knew one version of Cinderella. She explained that Cinderella was a folk tale with many different versions found all over the world. She asked the students search the library to find these versions of the Cinderella. When the students returned to the class, they were excited by all the different Cinderella stories they found. Alison told a Cinderella story from Ireland. A kind girl has two wicked sisters. After sisters leave the girl to do all the housework while they go to the church, a henwife magically makes beautiful gowns for her as a reward for her kindness. Each Sunday, the girl stands outside the church door wearing a beautiful gown, and everyone admires her beauty. When the people try to talk to her, she rides quickly away on a white horse. At last, a prince is able to grab her blue slipper when she rides by, determined to marry the girl whose foot fits the slipper. The prince travels through the village until he finds her. However, before the prince can marry her, he has to fight all the other men in the village who also want to marry her. The prince wins the fight and marries the girl. Kara shared a Cinderella story from India. In this version, a young girl's mother transformed into a goat. Her father remarries, but the new stepmother is very cruel to the girl and her brother, making them work hard and giving them little food. When the stepmother finds out that the goat is magically providing food for the children, she has the goat killed. Because the goat bones are planted in the ground, the children are still able to magically get food whenever they ask for it. One day when the stepdaughter is washing her face in the river, her nose rings fell into the water. It is eaten by a fish, which is later caught and prepared as a dinner for the king. When the king hears that a nose ring had been found in his fish, he sends word throughout the kingdom that the owner of the ring should come to the palace. The king meets the stepdaughter and marries her because of her beauty and kindness. Andy told the Indonesian version of Cinderella that he found. In this story, the beautiful young girl has a cruel stepmother and stepsister who make her work very hard. One day, when the girl is washing clothes in a river, she meets a magic crocodile whom she treats very kindly. Because she is so nice, the crocodile gives her a beautiful silver dress. When the prince comes to the village looking for a girl to marry, the cruel stepsisters take the dress for herself, leaving the girl only rags to wear. She returns to the crocodile who gives the beautiful golden clothes and slippers and a horse and carriage, but warns her to return all the gifts at dawn when the rooster crows. The prince sees the girl dancing in her golden clothes and falls in love. At dawn, the girl runs off but loses a golden slipper. The prince searches the village for the girl whose foot will fit into the tiny slipper. Of course, finds her and marries her. After sharing these stories, students were surprised to find out that Cinderella was such a popular story, told in so many different ways in so many different countries around the world.